Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and it is time to start the reading vlog. Well, I guess it's not the one you vote for anymore. To see which one I like best that came out of the jar. That needs work. That needs some serious work, Jack. So, good morning, friends. It is a Monday morning. I've got a hat on because I'm going to get my hair cut. So, you know, next time you see me, I have a haircut. Or you might not see me again, because if it goes badly, you know it can go badly sometimes. If you've been here before, you'll never see me again, ever. But we're going to start a reading vlog. We're going to start the reading vlog. Now, you know, just to fill you in, it used to be I read the one that you vote for. But now I read them both and you vote for the one I like best. Or you think I like best. And then we'll have a little chat at the end and see if you guys were right. So, what came out of the jar this time? We had The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, put in there by Caspian. We had The East of Eden, put in there by Chicken Soup for This Crap, which just, you know, just makes me laugh to say. I don't know which one. I think, right, here's the plan. Because, look, if you've been, this could take me like a whole month. So, and I've got to try and get it done in a week. So I think my plan for today is I am going to get this one read today. I would like to get it read today, be able to start this one and update you on this one. That is the plan. Is that going to happen? No. Is that going to happen? No. I have to make some content for Instagram and TikTok. If you want to follow me anywhere else, Jthbooks everywhere. Just type it in. I'll come up. But yeah, I do need to do that. I need to get my hair cut. So I think it's going to be a difficult task. But I'm going to try. You've got to try. It's the new year. You've got to try. So we're going to start with this one. Little backstory in this. This was my best friend's ex-boyfriend's favourite book, and he told me to buy it. But when I say he told me through her, because they were together 14 years. I never met him. And now he's gone and he was a pig. So I'm very glad. But does he have good taste in books? I don't know. He had good taste in partners, because my best friend's amazing. He was just a pig. She just had a bit to learn. Right, let's find out what it's about together. We'll start it together. Then I think I'll check in with you at 100 pages. I think that sounds sort of reasonable, because it's only, 207 pages, I think? So we'll start there. It's an ordinary Thursday lunchtime for Arthur Dent until his house gets demolished. The Earth follows shortly afterwards to make way for a new hyperspace express route, and his best friend has just announced that he's an alien. At this moment, they're hurtling through space with nothing but their towels and an innocuous-looking book inscribed with the big friendly words, "Don't panic. The weekend has only just begun." Now, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't sound like my type of book. It just doesn't. I'll be honest, you all voted for East of Eden. You all think I'm going to prefer East of Eden. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, new year, open to new possibilities. Let's start it together. Oh, it's got a forward. I'm not reading that. Far out in the uncharted backwaters of the unfashionable end of the western spiral arm of the galaxy lies a small, unregarded yellow sun. Orbiting this at a distance of roughly 92 million miles is an utterly insignificant little blue-green planet whose ape-descended life forms are so amazingly primitive that they still think digital watches are a pretty neat idea. This planet has, or rather had, a problem, which was this. Most of the people living on it were unhappy for pretty much of the time. He's not wrong. Many solutions were suggested for this problem, but most of them were largely concerned with the movements of the small green pieces of paper, which is odd because on the whole, it wasn't the small green pieces of paper that were unhappy. I mean, Douglas Adams, you spoke some truth there, didn't you? So I will check in with you when I get to 100 pages. I'm going to get my haircut now. It's only like 9, but I've got to go, because otherwise the anxiety builds up and I can't actually function for the day. So I will see you when I get back and when I've read 100 pages. Imagine if it's not till like Wednesday. Oh no, I will be... No, let's not think like that. I'll see you soon. So, here I am. It's a bit later, and I'm one bad haircut later. Here it is. Like, I had real anxiety about going. Sometimes I get really anxious about going to get my haircut. Don't ask me why. And it was really bad today, and I was like, I'm going to brave. And there was no one else in there. I thought, I'm going to show him what I want. I'm going to be brave and show a picture. So I showed him this picture, and this is what I got. Nothing, just, he was like, yeah, I can do that. Just didn't do it. Did exactly what I wanted. Did just what he wanted. He just had a good time, and I couldn't stop laughing in the chair because I could just tell he wasn't doing what I wanted. But hey ho, I'll just have to wear a hat. I just wanted to get it out before one of you laughed at me. I have read 100 pages of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and in this we are following Arthur Dent, who is lying down in the mud saying, please don't tear down my house, don't do it, I need to live there. And his best friend comes along, who, you know, you find out is an alien, and he says, it doesn't matter, the planet's got like 2 minutes left, we need to go. He's like, no, my house. He's like, no, we need to go. And they do, they go, they stow away on a ship out into the galaxy, and they end up being captured by Vogons, and they like torture people by reading them their poetry, and then they decide to kill them, so they chuck them out into the wide open space. They get picked up by the ship, which is called the something, I can't remember, and we are then with, his name's Zopod, maybe Zopod. I'm probably saying these things all wrong, you know, it's new to me. Yeah, so there is Zopod, who is the president of the galaxy, but has just done a runner and is now trying to find this planet. People just think it's like a myth, but it is actually, well, when I left off, they just found it. They've just sort of seen it. They haven't gone there yet, but they've just seen it. Okay, so it's definitely not my type of book. It just isn't. I think by the vote, you all knew that. But I'm not going to lie to you. It has made me laugh out loud like 3 or 4 times. Like, I think I'm quite enjoying it. It's not, like, I like that it's silly, but like the silliness has like a deeper meaning, or like a reflection of Earth, or how people think on Earth. I think that's quite good. Like I said, it has made me laugh. It has made me laugh quite a few times. And it's got like quite a good plot. I'm quite enjoying it. And I read, what my page? I might be on page like 99. I think that's where the chapter ended. Yeah, 99. Yeah, I am quite enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to be saying that, but well, I'm on track to get it finished. I reckon, give me an hour and a half, I'll come back and we'll wrap it up, and then we can start East of Eden together. I've done it. I finished the book. I will say, maybe sort of 3/4 in, it did lose me a bit. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's definitely, like I said it was, it's that sort of question of, like, the silly things mean something important. Like, it was all about sort of what is the meaning of life, and what is, you know, yeah, what is it? Is it truth? Is it, you know, it was really sort of like that. But there was a lot about like some mice, which sort of lost me a bit. It did make me laugh again. Here's the thing with this book. I think it's just a vibe. And either you get the vibe or you don't get the vibe. And I think I kind of got the vibe, which I didn't expect. I don't think you expected it, but here we are. The vibe. I kind of got it. So I've done it. I've read it in a day. And now I'm going to quickly read to you the beginning of East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Oh, if that had hit me properly, that would have knocked me out. So we have now The East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I think if I'm going to be smart about this, I'm going to have to double whammy it. I'm going to have to double fist it. Double fist was not what I was meant to say. I'm going to have to audiobook it and read it. So like when I'm getting ready for work, I can be listening to someone reading it to me. And then I can read it when I get the chance, because it's a chunky boy. Oh my God. Okay. Let's find out what it's about together. Okay, shall we? And then we'll start it together. I'm expecting, you know, somebody said in the comments, Steinbeck is Steinbeck for a reason. And I thought, yeah, you're right. I actually have read, because I studied it in school, Of Mice and Men, and I did love it. It was so much shorter than this. But I did love that book, so let's find out. California's fertile Salinas Valley is home to two families whose identities are fruitfully and fatally intertwined. Over the generations, between the beginning of the 20th century and the end of the First World War, the Trask and the Hamiltons will helplessly replay the fall of Adam and Eve and the murderous rivalry of Cain and Abel. East of Eden was considered by Steinbeck to be his magnum opus, and its epic scope and memorable characters. Well, talk about tooting your own horns, Steinbeck. Let's start it together. And let's see. Oh my God, I'm going to be here forever. I'm going to be here forever. The Salinas Valley is in Northern California. It is a long, narrow swale between two ranges of mountains. And the Salinas River winds and twists up the centre until it falls into the last Monterey Bay. I remember my childhood names for the grasses and secret flowers. I remember where a toad may live and what time the birds awaken in the summer and what trees and seasons smelled like, how people looked and walked and smelled even. The memory of odours is very rich. You sound a little wordy there, John. You sound a little wordy, don't you? I'm going to read some now. I'll check in with you when how often? Maybe 100 pages or so? No, because that's going to be a lot of check-ins. Maybe 200 pages. I'll check in with you when... See me trying to work that out. When I'm 200 pages in, and we'll see. But success so far, I liked Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, my best friend's ex-boyfriend was right. I don't like that, but let's see about this one. I'm looking after my friend's cats this week. This is Rose. This is Mittens. Say hello, girls. Hello. No, okay. Well, it's fine. I'm going to feed them now because they're hungry. We're going to have to excuse the lighting. It's really dark. It's really dark right now, but I am 200 pages into The East of Eden by John Steinbeck, and we need to talk about it. So, to give you a little summary of the plot, which is hard because it is a massive book, but we are following Adam and Charles, brothers, living on a farm. They fall out every so often, and then we sort of forget them for a bit, and we then go on to this other family who think, they're not called Hamiltons, who are they? And you find out we're following a girl called Kathy who becomes a big part of the story. She ends up marrying Adam. And where I left off about 200 pages, Adam and Kathy are now married and they are moving to California. That's it. I know it doesn't sound like much plot for 200 pages, but, there are reasons why, which I'm going to explain. It's a very long 200 pages in the sense that sort of the first two chapters you learn about plants in California, the terrain of California, street names, and then you learn about some facts about the great state of California. But what I think you need to know about this book is you're going to jump 21. Like, for example, we sort of started off about the Hamiltons. I thought, okay, it's going to be a story about the Hamiltons. But then it's been about the Trasks. It's been about Adam and Charles, and not so much Charles anymore. It's not so much Charles anymore. What I need to know. You need to know. If you're going to read this, if you haven't read this yet, you need to know this. It's going to start, like, for example, now we follow Adam and Charles. They're the main characters in our book. Adam, really, it's Adam. But you're going to have to learn about Adam's father first, and maybe a bit of his father first, and then the story of their childhood. It has to happen. It happens. And then when you meet Kathy, who is a very central figure in this novel, no, you've got to learn about her father first, and then her childhood. It takes a while to get there, but it's not an issue for me, actually, because, friends, I'm really enjoying it. I am really, really enjoying it. It's so good. It's got such a rhythm to it, and a flow to it, and I'm a little bit nervous about the next 100 pages because I think we're going to meet the Hamiltons a bit more. We've already met some of them, but, like, if we're going to sort of have the history, is it going to interrupt the flow of the story? Like, are we going to have to learn, like, for example, we've met Samuel Hamilton, who is going to help Adam as he's brought this farm for Kathy, who is pregnant, who slept with his brother. Oh. But I had to double check that. I did have to, and she did, fair play to her. But we have met Samuel Hamilton, who is going to well Adam's farm to get him some water. So are we going to get the whole history of his family and his father? I'm not sure. It will enter that flow, so I'm a bit nervous about it, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm so glad I'm reading this. I am so glad. I will check in with you at page 400 pages. And I'll be excited to do that, I think. If it continues to go the way it's going, I think I'm really going to enjoy it. Okay, I know I said I'd only check in like every 200 pages, but I'm on like page 248, and Kathy just shot him. My mouth went like this. Well, I'm about to say she's a queen, but she just shot him. But the whole time she's been like, as soon as like these babies are out and I'm feeling all right, I'm going. I don't want to be here. I told you I don't want to be here. And she shot him. I can't believe it. I'm so into this. I'm so into this book. Okay, it's a couple of days later, and I know I said I'd check in with you 400 pages, and that's what I'm doing, but you did see a clip from me because she shot him. She's very much said, I don't want to move to California. When I can go, I'm going. And she did, and she made an exit. I had such preconceived notions about this book. I thought it was going to be the Trask versus the Hamiltons. I thought there was going to be like a villain. It was going to be a bit of like not a war, but like a feud. And that's just not my kind of vibe. And I was so wrong. We have met the Hamiltons now, and they're just nice people. They're nice people. It made me laugh because Mr. Hamilton's wife, Liza, is a very godly woman. No nonsense, godly, you know. And she said, I don't mind having a joke in the evening, but not 11 o'clock in the morning. I thought, how funny, how funny. But it's all about Kathy and Adam. I don't know what to tell you. Kathy has had twins, maybe his brothers, and she has left. She shot him, she left, and we follow her, and she's now going by the name of Kate. And she is now, well, she goes to a brothel. She sort of is the perfect, person there. She cleans, she's, just great. And she gets very friendly with the owner, the madam of the brothel. The madam actually signs everything over to her in her will, and then Kathy slowly kills her. There's nowhere to go. She goes by Kate now, but there's no other way to say it. It's all about Kathy. I'm obsessed with Kathy. Adam is sort of a shell of himself now. He doesn't really acknowledge the babies. I will say, some language is used in this section that we wouldn't use today. We wouldn't use today because it's not very nice, but it is being used. It's, it's just, I guess it's the time, because this book, we must be around the turn of the century now? I don't know. But it is all about Kathy. Even when Kathy was introduced, chapter 8 and chapter 9 are phenomenal chapters in the first section, and it just carries on. She lights up the page. I can't decide if Steinbecker's making her out to be sort of a villain that we are supposed to hate, or we can see that she's just a few modern eyes and she's a person dealing with trauma of her childhood the only way she knows how, or is she sort of a modern thinking woman in a time when that wasn't really allowed and she had to sort of be married and that, and she just wants her own money and she's independent and she's willing to do anything to get it. I can't decide, but I'm loving figuring it out. We've got to the Hamiltons. It carried on in the flow. Everything I was worried about, I didn't need to be worried about. Miss Samuel has just passed away from old age, and it did make me a little bit teary. But then Adam went to confront Kathy because he didn't know that she was actually just not very far away running a brothel. And she now runs the sort of brothel that, is for the kinky shit, She's a one, it's totally changed. But it's so good. I love it. I actually love it. I think I'm going to pass on to my sister for our book club because I think she has to read it. I just need people to read it. Listen, I think I might be onto something. Has anyone ever heard of this book? Is it a modern classic? I don't know. Or have I just discovered it? No, I'm joking. I love it. I'm in love with it. It's so good. He knows how to write. At first I was like, it's 700 pages. I can't do it. I can do it. It's not long enough. I already decided. I love it. I'm scared of what's going to happen. I think maybe, will it go on to be a bit more about his sons, Adam's sons, Abel? No, it's not Abel. It's Cal and Aaron, maybe? Is that his name? Yeah. Will it go on to be more about that? It's so good. It's so good. And of course, there's some stuff I'm not telling you in case you haven't read it. You should know I always like to keep it a little bit so you can read it if you want. But my goodness, every spare second I get, I'm reading it. I am still listening to like little bits of the audiobook. Like it's, for example, it's very early in the morning. I'm just going to go to work, but we've had a bit of snow here in the UK. And let me tell you, we cannot handle it. We can't handle it. The country cannot handle it. I feel like if you live in America, you're well prepared for snow. Not here. Not here. And I don't like driving in it. And it's like the tiniest bit of snow you've ever seen. But I don't like driving in it. And I'm a bit nervous. But I'm going to go defrost my car now. And then I'll just think about this book all day. That's how I know I'm reading a good book. That's how I know. Because I think about it all day. I think, right, just get home. Finish work. Get home. Read your book. That's how I know. So, actually, I just want to say. I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I know that's not many, and I know I talked about it a little bit in my wrap up for the month of December, but on New Year's Day, I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I just want to say, I'm really, really grateful. It really means a lot to me. It makes me incredibly happy. I love this little corner of the internet that I have here where we just chat about books, because this really is sort of the joy of my life. I don't really enjoy my job. I don't have a partner or anything like that. Like, books for me feels like a way out of my life. It feels sort of like the forward direction of my life in some way, in a way I sort of can't figure out. I don't know what that means. But this is just such a joy for me. And I hope it's a bit of joy for you too. I hope you find some books you're interested in. I hope we have a little laugh together. I hope we can have discussions about books. It just really means a lot to me. When I think about why I started all this, just to find something to do and some peace after my mum died, and it's grown into this, it really means a lot. It really, really does. So yeah, I just hope, I hope you're enjoying your time here and we can have some good chats. But I'm going to go to work now. I'm going to go defrost my car, and I will speak to you when I've read up to 600 pages, which means I'm going to have 100 pages left, and I don't want that. I don't want it to end. Is this going to be one of my favourite books of the year? Is it? We'll have to wait and see. Till what? December? December 2025. Come on. I'll let you know before that. Right. I'm going to go. I'll speak to you all later. Boom. It's a terrible angle. Can you see me? Do I feel funny doing this? Yes. But I'm at work and we are past page 600. We've read the 200 pages. It's been a few days. The reading vibes left me a little bit. And I decided to watch Wicked last night. Do you know what, actually? Let's talk about Wicked, shall we? I went to see that in the cinema. I didn't like it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Anyone out there who loved it? I'm sorry. I didn't like it. And, but the heating was broken in the cinema and it was freezing in there. I kept getting cramp. I was so cold. I feel like hunch down, Jack. And people were talking their way through. People were singing. The lights didn't go off properly. It just wasn't the vibe. But who I went with, Jamie, my friend, whose cats I'm looking after right now, he said, watch it at home. It's so much better. And it was like a different film. I loved it. But it's taken up my time. But I have made it to the next 200 pages. Probably my least favourite 200 pages. Mainly because it is a lot about those kids, Cal and Aaron. I'm just not a fan of children that much, sorry. But they do get older. They sort of become teenagers by the end of the 200 pages. But it is mainly about them and how they're opposites. You have Cal, who has to sort of work hard for people's love, and you have Aaron, who gets it so easily. And it sort of brings out that jealousy in Cal. They both have heard the rumours about their mother. Aaron doesn't believe it. He believes she's dead. Cal actually, by the end of the 200 pages, goes to find her, and because he wants to see if he is her, if this badness that's in him comes from her. He's not like bad, he just thinks he is. He makes a few mistakes, but don't teenagers? I didn't, but I'm sure none of you didn't, but he is. Someone's driving behind me. Oh no, someone's driving behind me. Let's hope they didn't see that. Oh no. I will keep that in because it's silly, isn't it? I think my main issue with this is there wasn't enough Kathy/Kate. I love her. I love her. She did not come in it until the end when Cal went to visit her and when somebody goes, is that another car? No. Oh my God, they're reversing. That is when somebody sort of came up to her and is sort of saying that they almost have evidence that she killed that Faye that she took the brothel over from. That is the main sort of crux of Kathy's story. I miss her. I love her. Kate/Kathy, come back to me. But it was another good 100 pages. If you haven't read this book yet, like these 200 pages, you find out more about the people, other people like Lee and Desi and Tom, which I've never mentioned to you because there's so much in this book. There's so much in this book, but it's still at a 5-star for me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I'm gonna be sad to finish it. I'm gonna try and finish tonight, so it will be done in a week still, friends. I'm still doing all right. I just adore it. I think it's something special, and I've got to go to work now. I'm at work. I'm in the car park. I haven't got to open up either, and I've got to work tomorrow. Maybe I won't get it read actually. Oh, who knows? But yeah, it's such a good book. It's such a good book. I love it. Right, I'm going to actually go do some work now. I will see you when I finished it and we can compare the books. We can find out which one was my favourite and we can just see if the new formula works. So, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you soon. I just thought I'd show you the book exchange we have at work. There is some shit on here, I'm not going to lie. But look what somebody has put on here. A bit more beaten up than my copy, but why would somebody throw this away? It's a masterpiece. Who would do this? Fools. Come here, Mittens. Oh no, here comes your sister. It's the last day looking after the cats today, and they're a bit miserable today. I think they're missing their owners, aren't they? Look, goodness. I'm just going to go feed them now, because they're so miserable today. It's a shame. Oh, look at them. Not excited to see me at all. I don't blame them. Who is excited to see me? I finished it. What an ending. What an ending. I've done it. I've done it in a week. I finished the 2 books that were put in the TBR jar by yourselves. I'm just having my bowl of Cocoa Pops because, yeah, I'm 32 years old and having chocolate cereal. Absolutely. And I finished it. Let's talk about it. Let's wrap up the books. What an ending. What an ending to this book. I think it's brilliant. It's drama-filled. It's action-packed. And I don't want to give anything away for the ending, but characters sort of really wrap up and things sort of take a turn and things twist, and I just thought it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. My Kathy. Okay, I didn't like her ending particularly. If you read it, you know. If I've convinced you to read this, you will know. I didn't like it, but you know, the character goes out with a bang and you know, lets the drama follow her. And I love that. If that didn't happen, I understand many things wouldn't happen. I think it really shows. It's just great. It was just great. Every character sort of got an ending and it didn't feel rushed, and it just felt, it was brilliant. It's 5 stars. It's absolutely 100% a 5-star read for me. And there's this brilliant bit in the book where Lee was talking to Cal, and I know I haven't mentioned Lee much, but he's such a great character, and I think if you haven't read it, that's for you to discover. I think there's a lot of characters I haven't really mentioned that you will discover in this if you read it. But he just says this brilliant sort of little monologue, and it's just, I always can't believe it was written in 1952. I think it's a real sort of testament to John Steinbeck's writing and his sort of mind, I guess. And so, we're over brave and over fearful. We're kind and cruel as children. We're over friendly and at the same time frightened of strangers. We boast and are impressed. We're overstimulated and realistic. We are mundane and materialistic. And do you know of any other nation that acts for ideals? We eat too much. We have no taste, no sense of proportion. We throw our energy like the waste. In the old lands, they say of us that we go from barbarism to decadence without an intervening culture. Can it be that our critics have not the key or the language of our culture? That's all we are, Cal, all of us. You aren't very different. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. It's a 5-star read. Loved it. I can only assume it's going to be one of my favourites of the year. Right, let's wrap it up. So, I read this, enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And, I said in the vlog, I really enjoyed it. But when you compare it to this, it doesn't add up. This epic, grand, sort of, it's a novel. This was good. I don't think I would necessarily even keep the book in my house, but I enjoyed it. It made me laugh a few times. It was a good book. But you all voted and said that I would prefer this one. Well, not all of you. This was the majority winner. And you were absolutely right. I love this book. But I enjoyed both. I think it's been a successful reading vlog. How did you find the new formula? Did you like the comparing of the two books? Was that better for you? Yeah, I just think they're both great books. But love this one. Have a chat to me in the comments. Let me know if you like the new way the vlogs are going. Let me know if which book you prefer out of these two. If you've read both, if you've read neither. If you want to read these to read and you want to chat about it for 6 hours with me, absolutely fine. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. And I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.